So I thought it would be timely to do a Christmassy episode. Mike Busby, who approached me about helping do this Christmas record, where he wanted to try and capture something that sounded more like an old school big band a la Phil Spector, Nelson Riddle, that, you know, those types of arrangements for a Christmas record. He could not have asked a more perfect person for that task. That is my absolute favorite stuff. And I had this sort of epiphany about how to approach that. The live room sounds are extremely important for capturing that sort of big band sound. The compromise is that you have limited flexibility for being able to isolate things. So we had 6 people going all at the same time. We were able to mitigate the issues of isolation a little bit, so there would be room sounds, natural, real room sounds on everything, but I could isolate them. I knew I wouldn't have time to use my beloved tape machines on this record. What I decided to do was call up every friend I had that I knew had a bunch of cool old recording gear and borrowed as many tube mic preamps as I possibly could. You'll hear it. It is incredible. Holy mackerel. That's scary looking. Man, I love the character of the snare drum. That's really got some great like Motown vibes going on there. But yeah, that's a really cool sound of spring reverb. Ribbon mics, both dynamically, the way it handles the transients and the frequency response is really musical for percussion. And I just didn't get the bass sound right on the bass amp. It's blended in there a little bit, but it was not what we needed. It's terrible. It's just so buzzy. It has no definition. Just really farty, terrible bass sound. That is absolutely, without a doubt, the best sounding bass amp emulation I have ever heard. That's a really cool sound and rhythm section. Wow, that is in a room. That's a thing that's happening in a place, you know. There's a version of it that has that really beautiful, light, airy, delicate sound. And then there's versions of it where it has this kind of hard, harsh sound to it. It sounds really abrasive. The way it grabs on the low end is so cool. This is a great sounding chamber. I'm really impressed with this. A lot of the chamber plugins that I've purchased have not been satisfying like this. A lot of them are like, really? That's what that sounds like? Oh boy, that doesn't sound like that on the records I've heard. And actually the other thing that would have been smart to do, which I'll do now, never too late to get it right. So you can hear that tape machine fuzziness on there. So beautiful on vocals. Merry Christmas. Bye. Thank you for checking out my YouTube channel. If you'd like to see the whole video, go to the description of this video and you will find a clickable link that will take you directly to the full-length version of this video on my website. Thank you again for checking out my videos and supporting the Audionaut Institute.